Welcome back to Nobia's Eateries.
I'm Brian.
I'm Stephanie, and today we are in the Doctor Phillip's neighborhood of Orlando, going to be partaking in Orlando's Magical Dining Month. This is going to be our first review of Magical Dining.
Yes.
And where are we going?
And we're going to Bosphorous, which they do have a location in Winter Park also. I've eaten at the one in Winter Park many times whenever I'm craving lamb shank. That's my go-to place. So can't wait to try it. It's on the menu for Magical Dining. And what else was on there?
There's beef as well as a shrimp dish. Those are for the entrees. So Magical Dining is a $40 prix-fixe menu at over 100 different restaurants in the Orlando area. Some of the most popular, some of the more like high class, expensive, high dollar restaurants. And you get appetizer, a entree, and a dessert, all for $40. And part of the money from the $40 does go to a charity that changes every year.
Yeah, and how long have they been doing it here?
17 years.
17 years. So yeah, one year we went to Ruth's Chris and ate there, and it was an amazing experience for $40 a person. Yep. So,
and one of our reviews was during Magical Dining 1921 in Mount Dora, which is also doing Magical Dining again this month.
Yeah.
Or this, I think it goes for about 2 months.
Yeah.
I think it goes till October. I'll put all the information in there and we'll look it up in the restaurant so we can tell you. But come along with us as we are trying to beat the rain.
Yes. Come on inside.
See you inside. We are waiting at our table. I always say we are inside, and I feel like I say that too much, so I'm trying to change it up.
Yeah, our reservation was actually for 6, and my son had a football game that got canceled because of weather. So we're like, hey, let's just go down there. Maybe we'll have a drink if they can't seat us. And it's empty because it's really early. So we got an extra advantage for that too.
Yeah.
Which is?
Happy hour, half price drinks.
Yeah, they got half price cocktails. So usually you'll see like half price wine and beer, and that's usually about it. But their signature cocktails are also half price.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
So we did start
4 to 6. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So we did start off with 2 cocktails. So Brian got the Old Fashioned Turk, which is Bosphorus's hand-selected Knob Creek single-barrel muddled orange, Turkish cherry juice, and house-made Turkish fig bitters.
Sounds delicious.
Yes. And I got the Turkish peach martini, which is a peach, Turkish peach juice, and peach schnapps. So with Magical Dining, like I said, you get a choice of an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. And at this particular location, you do give your full order at the get-go, so be prepared for what you want. Not that they're rushing, but you know, just to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So what I decided to do for appetizers is the Sagara Boregi, which is crispy phyllo dough stuffed with creamy feta cheese and parsley, something I've never had.
Yeah, it sounds really good too.
And then I ordered the beef shish kebab, which is tender cubes of beef, delicately seasoned and grilled. And they do also have chicken if you would like that. But we know I like steak.
Yes.
And then for dessert, got the dark chocolate mousse, which is Peterbrook chocolate and a hint of Turkish coffee.
Yeah.
And Brian's selection, which got influenced.
Yeah, so I was going to go with the falafel appetizer, and then she's like, you really got to try the bread. And she's like, but it doesn't pair well with what you guys are ordering, so choose the select 2 cold appetizers. And she talked us into doing the
lava spread.
Yeah, but what are the 2 appetizers?
So the 2 cold appetizers are the Haydari, which is thick and creamy yogurt mixed with walnuts, dill, and mint, and the Muhammara, which is a puree of red peppers, walnuts, garlic, olive oil, and pomegranate molasses.
Yeah, and she also recommended the hummus, but you know, we eat hummus pretty regularly, so I was like, let's try something different. So actually Stephanie chose it, but I was going to nudge her if she said something else, but anyway.
He'd be like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
But we also got the lava spread, which is their signature baked-to-order bread creation. It's highly recommended for all soups and appetizers.
Yeah.
And apparently it comes out in like a puff ball.
Yeah. So it's hollow inside, so it's kind of like a pita bread, but it's puffed. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like.
And then Brian can't come here without getting the lamb shanks.
Yes.
So he got lamb shanks, which are slowly braised over 5 hours with a medley of vegetables.
Yes.
And then we got the chocolate hazelnut baklava, which
Yeah.
is freshly ground hazelnuts, Peterbrook chocolate, and flaky phyllo dough.
But yeah, so it all sounds wonderful. You know, sometimes I've noticed on Magical Dining they do give you a little bit smaller portions. So I don't know if we're going to witness that tonight. I'm kind of have a feeling we're not. I feel like it's going to be the regular portion.
Yeah.
But we have ran into that before, and I think it was Ruth's Chris, but I could be misspeaking. But
Well, and a lot of times with the Magical Dining too, it's not the case with this menu, but sometimes the Magical Dining menu is offerings that aren't on the regular menu. So
Yeah.
the chef will create something, you know, maybe that fits the price point of the meal, because it is discounted for some of these restaurants that you're
Right.
getting a deal at.
yeah, I mean the way I see it is you're promoting your business, so why wouldn't you want to give a full
Yeah.
portion? You know, and yes, it's costing you a little bit to do that, but you're hoping that people are going to love your food and come back. That's the whole idea. So you know, anyways, I think it's going to be great because
Yeah.
I've had the lamb shank before, so.
A lot of these restaurants are a repeat on the list of Magical Dining.
Yeah.
So I'll put a link to the list. So if you are going to be in the Orlando area, and I'll put the dates of how long it's going to be. It just started this week, and it runs at least a month, where all of these restaurants are available. You can make reservations beforehand, which I probably suggest doing for some of the more popular places.
Yeah, come early.
Yeah. And you never know, if you come super early, you get special happy hour you didn't even know about.
Half off cocktails.
Yes.
But yeah, it does allow you to try some higher priced restaurants for a cheaper, you know, value. And so if you're here and you got the dates and you don't know about it, you can say Brian and Stephanie sent you.
Well, and they do also have restaurants that are on Universal property. They have restaurants on the list that are on Disney property as well. I know Todd English's Blue Zoo, which is at the Swan and Dolphin Hotel, is on the list. Haleo is on the list, which I think we did Haleo for Magical Dining too last year.
Oh, I don't remember it was Magical Dining, but yeah, we did Haleo.
I'm pretty sure it was Magical Dining.
Oh, yeah.
I could be wrong though.
Yeah. We're just so used to it, you know, because we live here. So.
Okay, these restaurants now just start to run together because when you see this video, it'll be Tuesday, but Monday is our 2-year channel anniversary.
Yay!
So we are celebrating that, and we have made it this far. We post 2 videos every single week, 1 cooking video, 1 dining review, and I think we've only maybe missed 1 cooking video the entire time. I mean, we started the cooking videos later.
Is that when I was in the hospital? My emergency surgery?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I recover fast.
I think we were on vacation or something,
Oh.
and for whatever reason, we didn't plan ahead. But usually we plan ahead. So like Brian's going to South Korea, we'll be filming extra videos in advance so that I don't have to be alone. So let's take out our Invisalign and try our drinks.
Yes.
Although Brian doesn't take his out for drinks, I do.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, 2 weeks is such a little time, and it's right around the corner. Wednesday's my switch day, so very strong drink,
Oh
which
yeah?
I like.
For
You don't
half
get a
price?
whole lot of the cherry flavor or anything like that. You get the, was it bourbon that's in it? Old fashioned?
Whiskey? Oh, that's pretty strong too. Very heavy on the peach flavor. Tastes almost like a peach ring. Just doesn't have the like extra little tartness that the peach ring has. It has single barrel. I mean, I think it's whiskey or
Oh
bourbon.
yeah, it's a Knob Creek, so very strong, very generous pour. So I don't know, we might
Can't be mad
have
at
a
it.
second one.
We got to suck it down. We have 45 minutes.
Says it all. It says it all.
Has a little bit of a burn. That's definitely a sipper drink. I wouldn't be able to chug that.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
No, I just thank you guys, everybody that watches our channel. I think as of today we have 891 subscribers. We're getting close to that 1,000 benchmark, which, you know, all YouTubers strive for. But that's not the only thing. I mean, we're looking to do this long term. We're looking to add travel and all sorts of things. And we have a great time doing it. So we appreciate all of the support. Obviously, we read all the comments. I try to respond to them. Sometimes I'm a little behind, but I always get back. And Brian reads them too. He's just not the responder.
Yeah, I read all the comments, so I do appreciate it. And I know sometimes you guys have questions, and I think Stephanie answers, you know, all the questions or almost all the questions.
And sometimes Brian jumps in there.
Sometimes I do, but not recently. I haven't. But yeah, I do like feedback. So if there's anything you've tried, I really would like to know.
And to shut Brian up, they brought food.
Yes. The appetizers have arrived.
And the bread thing is huge, and they
Oh my
say it's
God.
cooked in a high heat oven.
You're gonna see the picture of this, but this is not what I was expecting. I was expecting the size of
Pita?
pita bread and then puffed, but this looks way better. And she recommended poking a hole in the bread and letting the steam out first, so we'll do that.
What do you want to go for first?
Your choice.
Let's start with these rolls. They
I'm
look
gonna
like...
poke a hole in the bread.
Okay.
Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Oh, these look like kind of like a spring roll or egg roll. Mediterranean Turkish cheese stick.
Yeah. It's very salty.
Very
I get a lot of salt, which I wasn't expecting.
I mean, feta cheese is typically pretty salty,
Yeah.
so it's melted feta cheese inside.
But it feels like the phyllo dough on the outside has salt too. I was expecting it to be crispier before I bit into it. What do you think?
I think it's great. The center part is a little not on the crispy side, but the ends are very crisp on the phyllo dough. I think it's great. I mean, I like the herb that's in it. I think it's parsley and the melted cheese. You can't go wrong with it. And I love salt, so
Yeah.
there is some lime if you want, or lemon. If you want to throw some lemon on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just tried a piece of the tomato with it, and I like it better with the tomato. It's too salty for me. But, you know, like Stephanie said, she likes it because it's cheesy, it's got herbs in it, and it's salty.
I'm gonna try the I don't remember what it's called. The white one. That one's good. It reminds me of tzatziki sauce, which I really enjoy. Just creamy yogurt. You get the herbs in there, very fresh, and it's like
Yeah, you get the dill,
Yeah.
and is there mint in there too?
I think there was mint in there.
Very refreshing when you bite into it.
And so I tried the halloumi, or no, it's not halloumi.
It's red pepper
Yeah.
sauce.
I'll let you take your bite.
Red bell pepper. Is it spicy?
No. It definitely tastes just like mashed up red pepper to me.
Yeah, but did you get the spices? Try it again. I mean, it's not spicy hot, but it does definitely have some spices in it. But yeah, it does. It tastes
And I think
like...
that was the one that had the pomegranate molasses, which I was
yeah.
expecting like a sweetness.
Sweeter?
It doesn't really have a sweetness.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. You can taste the spices in it. It's like Brian said, it's not spicy, just spiced. And the bread is really good. It's like nice, thick. It is really like a pita thickness-wise, but
Yeah.
very puffy on the top.
And she said they cook it at 500 degrees. It's got yogurt in it, and that's what makes it puff. But I think I prefer the dill.
I prefer
and
the yogurt sauce.
Yeah.
But they're both good though. Her first recommendation was the red pepper. I knew you were going to do that. It probably is amazing.
Try it. Yeah. So that was another thing I was going to say is with these Mediterranean cheese sticks is I felt like it should come with some sort of sauce. But if you use one of these dips, like, to me it makes it better. Our food has arrived.
And it looks delicious.
Oh my
They're
God.
ginormous portions. So again,
Yes.
they look like the full regular
Yeah.
portion size. You want to
You're
show
getting a
yours?
steal of a deal.
Yeah, because the lamb shank on the menu was like $32.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So for $40, you get an appetizer, a full-size appetizer, and a
Yeah.
we'll see, but full-size dessert, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm assuming too, yes. So,
It's a great deal. And
Yeah.
like I said, these are restaurants that most people want to eat at, and then they just don't because of the price
yeah.
point, or they're very popular, and this is a great time to test them out.
How was yours?
Delicious. It's got just a hint of seasoning. I mean, it's got seasoning on the outside, but it's not spicy or anything like that. It's not spices to be afraid of. Very light. It's almost like a steak sauce, basically, on the outside. Tender. I think it's cooked pretty well to what we wanted. Maybe a little over, maybe more on the medium side, but you can really taste it. You can't see that it's like pink on the inside, just the way it's cooked and everything, but
Yeah, to me, it's very tender. What do you think? Come on, tell him.
I just had my second bite. He can't.
I know, I'm teasing.
He wants me to choke to death. He already tried to kill me on the stairs today.
Yeah,
as I fell up the stairs. But there's not a citrusy taste. Brian's probably right. They probably marinated it in something. You can see a little bit of the pink on the inside. It's just hard to tell.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's so good. Like whatever's on the outside, the spices is delicious. The vegetables are like a pickled cabbage and some carrots, and the rice has like a buttery flavor.
Yeah.
Overall, this is a fantastic plate.
Yeah, it's really good. It's not as good as mine.
Yeah, let me try yours.
Mine.
Okay.
Just kidding. Go ahead. It is like, she didn't bring me a nut, they didn't bring me a nut, because you don't need one. It just literally just like butter. Tell me it's not better than your meat. Tell me it's not.
Well,
really? Are you gonna?
I will say, no. I will say I think that yours that you made at home is better.
Really?
I like the taste of the one that Brian made at home. I'll link that video up here. But this one's got a little bit more of like a meaty flavor, which, I mean, I love meat, let's be real, but I just preferred like the Brian's sauce that he made with his, had a bit of a sweetness to it, and this doesn't really have that.
Yeah.
It's like a beef stew
savory,
on top of the lamb, but it is very tender. It's still really good. I would eat it if I had it, but I'm going to stick with my
and to me,
shish kebab.
There's no comparison. Sorry. This is delicious. Stephanie's is delicious. This is amazing. Amazing. Now, I understand if you don't like lamb, I get it. Certain people, it's just not for them. But I'm just going to tell you, with all the flavors, they got these carrots on top, they got the herbs on top, they got this wonderful, wonderful sauce. You can get that lava spread, you can dip it in this sauce, and you can eat the whole thing with it. You don't need the cold dips that she recommended, which they were good, don't get me wrong. But to sop that up, that sauce, get out. Get out.
Our dessert is here.
Did you get pictures?
Yes.
Okay. Our dessert is here.
Brian's so busy talking, he doesn't even realize what's happening around him.
I'm just making sure.
But I would say, would you say this is like a normal dessert portion, or I feel like they might be a little smaller.
After the food portion,
yeah,
they could have given me like one bite and I would be happy.
I mean, and yeah, this is a perfect size for what we've had.
Oh yeah.
Because we have so much left over.
Yeah. I mean,
it's probably what, 5 pounds of food.
This is our leftovers. This is not a light bag. And we got some bread left over too. All right, you want to taste yours?
Yes, I'll taste mine. You taste yours.
You taste yours.
I got the chocolate mousse, the dark chocolate with a hint of coffee. This is really light. Definitely the dark chocolate, but almost like a whipped pudding. I like it. It tastes really good. I can eat that whole bowl, no problem. Light and fluffy.
Yeah, and very rich, very dark. Chocolate, it's not like milk chocolate. So, and it's got the pistachio in it and the whipped cream. Oh,
I don't taste the coffee part, but
I don't either.
It is like, I love dark chocolate, so it's got that nice bitterness from the dark chocolate.
Yeah, hazelnut chocolate baklava, I would absolutely recommend it. It is sweet. I wouldn't say it's too sweet, would you? What do you think?
No, it is sweet. I feel like I want the pastry to be a little more, to me it's a little dense. Like I want it to be a little more lighter and flakier.
Are you talking about the phyllo dough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want it to be a little more flakier, but it is a great flavor between the chocolate. It's just like just the right amount of chocolate and hazelnut to the phyllo dough. And I mean, you can see the phyllo dough is kind of like a thick section of.
Yeah, I mean, I want to try the pistachio one just to compare and contrast. But I'd eat this all day.
If I had to pick a favorite.
I already know what our favorite out of the two is.
I'd probably pick the chocolate, the mousse.
You know, and I would too.
I just like the whipped, it's like a nice light dessert because of the fluffiness of the actual mousse. And, you know, I love dark chocolate. It's like a dark chocolate pudding.
Yeah, it really is. But in pudding, it's not like a Jello pudding.
No,
where
it's like fluffy.
It's very fluffy and light.
Well, we have finished up our meal here at Bosphorous.
Yes, we have.
And honestly, it was so amazing. I think the food was great. The service was great. Everything about what we just experienced was amazing. Highly, highly recommend coming to Bosphorous. They have 4 locations throughout Orlando.
Yeah.
You can find one. Brian said they're pretty much covered the whole 4 corners of Orlando.
Geographically, they've got it covered. So they got the north in Winter Park. They got the south here. They've got the east in Lake Nona, and then they've got the west in
Winter
Garden. So, but wonderful experience. We got great service from Victoria. We also had Mickey, the GM, stop by. Mickey, hi, thank you so much. We loved the food. It was wonderful.
And our server, but she was amazing too.
Yes. So what do you think? What was your favorite?
My favorite part was probably, it's so hard to choose, honestly. But I really enjoyed the beef shish kebab that I had, and probably the feta cheese appetizer that we had as well. Those were probably my 2 favorite, and I'm gonna say it anyway. Like, I'm just saying everything. The dessert, the mousse.
Yeah.
What about you?
Lamb shake, lamb shank, lamb shank, lamb shank. You can't go wrong. I'm sorry if you don't like lamb, but you can cut it with a fork. Melts in your mouth. So delicious. The appetizers were wonderful. I would say my least favorite was probably the feta appetizer, which was still delicious. And then the mousse. The mousse was wonderful. We did get offered to try the traditional, the baklava for free, and we're like, no, we're stuffed. But I would have liked to compare it to the chocolate hazelnut.
Yeah.
But overall, just a wonderful experience.
Honestly, though, really everything, I think Brian agrees, was amazing.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to say it again. Highly recommend stopping in.
Yeah. It's a wonderful place. We chose this location just because it's closest to the tourist area.
Yes.
So if you are visiting, wonderful location. You don't have to travel too far to come here.
And it's about 5 minutes from Universal.
Yeah.
5 minutes from iDrive. You know,
Right
just
in the
a little
heart.
bit down the road is Doctor Phillip's, and you'll find this place.
And Mickey's a little bit further down, so not too far away.
Oh, Mickey Mouse. I thought you meant Mickey the GM.
Yeah, Topolino.
I meant the GM we just met. Mickey's inside.
Yeah.
But remember to give us a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram under No BS Eateries. We hope you have a fantastic week, and we will see you in the next one.
Yep. And thank you, the staff of Bosphorous. You guys are wonderful, amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Bye,
we
guys.
appreciate it.
So you can almost like cut through each layer. And this, oh, you got a logo. Hey, now we have 2 logos. You guys tell us which one looks better so we can decide.